Have you ever felt like you lost your chance? This is it? Like a window closed and you just have to accept it? I felt that way for years. Until I realized that life isn't a window who closes. It's a door that you can reopen over and over again. That door led me from Sweden to Bali, where I could drop my crutches and my painkillers after 2 days. I could walk freely, and that was the start of a new beginning for me. I want you to stick to the end, because by the end of this video, you will see why starting over at any age or any condition you have, it might be just the most liberating thing you ever done in your life. I get it. I know. Sweden was cold. My body ached in ways I can't even start to explain. And my bills stacked and my dreams paused. I believed my doctor when he said, more or less, you can just give up. I thought freedom belonged to younger people or healthier bodies. But that wasn't the fact. Because one day, it just snapped like that. Not in a bad way, absolutely not. It was a tiny, gentle snap of truth. I was done with surviving. So after my last doctor's appointment, we packed up everything, including a lot of painkillers, and we just flew away to Bali. Winning or losing. I'm not here to promise you a perfect formula. I'm here to share my messy but real, authentic story about my life and how you can change your life and what I used to be where I am today. And today I'm actually living here on Bali, 6 months a year, healing my body. And the other 6 months I'm in Sweden when it's not so cold, and I make memories with friends and family. So let me show you all the steps that I took, and you can do it too. Shift number 1, from old beliefs to new beginnings. When I started over, the first thing I had to learn was unlearn my old beliefs. It could be beliefs about my worthiness or my success or my ability to live the life that anyone else can do. I've been taught that success equals overworking, sacrificing, and ignoring your body. That works for a while, but trust me, there comes a day that your body just says, heck no. So my body was done with that story. I started small. I was looking online to see any little thing that I could do to make money online on my premises, right? No big loans, absolutely not. No big plans, just small, consistent steps. 1 email, 1 product, 1 lesson, and 1 rest. And now I could rest without guilt. Every morning here in Bali, I remind myself, growth happens 1 step at a time. I found support in places I never thought I would. I found it in an online community, in voices that understand fatigue, and they understand the pain, but still also understood that we still have bills to pay and no one else will pay it, right? And I learned to celebrate progress over perfection. And that's a very hard lesson for me to learn because I am a perfectionist. But I did it. I did it step by step with the help of this freedom formula blueprint that I have. And by the way, if you are interested in knowing more about it, I leave the link down below so you can take an educated decision if it can help you too. You see, perfection was never the goal. Peace was, and freedom. And those of you who know me before, you know I always talk about the 3 freedom, and that is location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. And those are the goals that I wake up to every single day, even if I'm here in Bali or when I'm in Sweden. It doesn't matter because I have those goals printed here because that's what I need. I have 1 life and I'm determined to do the best thing out of it. And that leads us to shift number 2, from limitation to strength. Back then I usually used my pain as a limitation or my age. But now you see, that's my superpower. I have lived through life with my experience, but also with pain. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not as one of all the gurus out there that tells you to create a lot of stuff online and do so much things online. And it's easy for them to say because they have unlimited energy and we don't. And I know that. At 50 plus, I knew exactly what matters. I have outgrown the need to impress strangers or being around people who doesn't get me. People who say, you can't do that. You just have to give up. Nah, that's not who I am. Fear, well, it doesn't disappear just because you do take a next step. And now when I got on the plane, it didn't disappear, absolutely not. It was sitting on the side of me, on the seat just beside of me, right? But I moved through it anyway. I was so scared of doing something in my life because everyone tells me, you can't. Here is the real shift. You don't erase fear. You outgrow its influence. You are driving your life car, not fear. Fear can sit in the back seat if it wants to, but you are holding the steering wheel and you are driving your life. Every time I failed doing something, I felt like, well, that's it. I tried. I'm not bringing that into the next chapter of my life. It was a learning curve. Every small win I celebrated. It could be anything from my first sale, for instance, my automated sale, or when people downloaded my first digital product and I got a little note from them and said, hey, thank you, it helped me a lot. That is the small wins, that is momentum. And that brings us to shift number 3, from fear to freedom. One day when I was sitting here in Bali, I was sitting on my balcony and the rain was pouring down, tropical rain, right? And then I started thinking, this is what freedom feels like. Terrifying and peaceful at the same time. I knew I was on my way. Starting over doesn't mean you're fearless. It means that you are tired of living your life in fear. Every failure made me stronger and made me softer at the same time. More humble to life, more grateful and less ashamed. Freedom came in both accepting the Bali rhythm and my roots in Sweden. So you could say I am living the perfect life in the 2 perfect worlds, right? It was the balance between structure and surrender. Small wins builds momentum, and momentum quietly builds new beliefs. And that, my friends, brings us to shift number 4, from loss to gain. People ask me all the time, weren't you afraid of just losing everything? Oh yes, I certainly was. And honestly, I did lose things. The illusion of me being in control, my old career identity as a wedding cake designer or a dog breeder, I lost it. And the comfort of something familiar. Because I took the leap, I took the jump. And gosh, I do not regret that one bit. You see, what I won, what I gained, outweighed it all. I gained peace, I gained meaning. I started living my life, not just being alive. I wasn't in survival mode anymore. It meant all this light morning with no pain. I woke up without an anxiety. This is another day. I had the time to walk on the beach without any crutches and just suddenly catch myself just smiling for no reason. Starting over isn't about what you're leaving behind. It's about what you discover on the way. So my friends, give me one reason, tell me one reason. What's stopping you to move forward? What is that one belief that you had to let go of to move forward? Share it in the comments and let's hold each other accountable for taking the next step. Your journey is allowed to be messy. Mine still is. If you want to know more about the program that I use, the blueprint I use to get where I am today, it's the Freedom Formula Blueprint. I'll leave the link down below so you can check it out and take an educated decision if this is your path, your door to your dream life. You know what I always say, quitters never win and winners never quit. You have to start living your life, not just being alive. Stop surviving. So YouTube has picked up the perfect next video for you. And before you go watch that one, if you had value out of this video and you want to follow me for more videos about how to create a dream life for us spoonies, both with time freedom, financial freedom, and location freedom, click the subscribe button. It's not just for the algorithm's sake, it's for you not to miss out on what I have to say about how you can start your life, right? Well, watch next video, and until we meet again, toodaloo.